It's worth a think. We're in the rain. Oh, goody. So now I have to do a banker to see where we're at. Actually, we don't really need to do anything. I am kind of curious to see where we'll land on pace, though. Oh, yuck. Car just feels like absolute crap. More reflective of the conditions than anything. We plunk into fifth. I really hate when the AI does that. Yeah, we really cooked the tires. They're well overheated for that. We're still looking to go faster if we do this part smoother. We are half a second faster. And now I just kind of want to get a safety margin going. Any kind of safety margin we can develop. Okay. We cannot do any more laps than this. That should be quite nice. I hope it is anyway. To bang out some body damage. We are...
Car repairs have set us back a little.
I don't really care if we get through at this point. Ticked him, did a 140 flat. And we barely get through to Q2. What does our forecast look like? Ooh, it's going to be dry. And the ideal strategy would actually be not to run at all, because I think it's going to be dry. Yeah, there's just no point. I don't see one anyway. Why go out and start on the soft tire? Like, it's not optimal.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. How's your grid penalty going to affect your strategy going into the race? How will not making Q3 affect your strategy tomorrow? Appreciate your time.
We just hope that the setup's good and we plow our way through, hopefully. Only thing we can really do. All right.
So, unfortunately, we've picked up some grid penalties, and we'll be starting further back than you expect. As for how bad it is, that'll depend on what the other drivers get.
Which... drivers getting more penalties than us probably isn't going to happen.
The Chinese Grand Prix then is upon us once more. A race that saw Michael Schumacher claim his final Formula One victory in 2006, as well as Red Bull's first with Sebastian Vettel in 2009. There's no doubt we've got plenty more drama to come here in Shanghai. We're here in the Yangtze River Delta today, home of the 16 corners that make up the Shanghai International Circuit. 54% of this 3.3-mile lap is taken at full throttle, and we'll be getting up to speeds of around 200 miles.
God, my eyes get really dry this time of year.
The cars down the back straight before they brake into the sharp hairpin at turn 14. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Can I get your take on Haas? We've had some changes to the regulations, of course, which mainly revolve around the chassis this year. And unfortunately, the early signs are that they've not adapted particularly well.
There are a few downcast looks within the team this weekend. I think they've been hit fairly hard by the new regs. But this is only the first step down a long road of development. And even if they don't maximise their points today, there are plenty more up for grabs this season.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Daniel Ricciardo, and Norris, Tigtum, Sainz, Leclerc, and Pierre Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, George Russell, and Tsunoda, Latifi, Vettel, Lance Stroll, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Mick Schumacher, Joe, Mazepin, and Williams. It's almost time for the lights to go out, so let's head down to the track and get this Grand Prix underway.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going.
Alright, they like the idea of us, if we were to go like 5 laps less, like, it doesn't make a huge difference. We'll put 29 laps in on the low end. It's just... This is one of the worst tracks to start, specifically because of the way the first turn is designed. Everyone just kind of packs in. I'm going to cheat this a little bit. Yes, I know. I was just seeing if there are overtakes here, but there really aren't. It's unfortunate. We just have to wait. Yeah, what a waft of understeer. I'll try not to use any more flashbacks for the rest of the race, but I can't promise anything. Need to snag some slipstream. Yikes. AI trying to overtake each other there. And we kind of snapped off because I didn't expect them to do the exact thing they just tried to do there. Why do they do that? Like, you have to know I'm there. Yeah, you can... You can see that the car is there. Whatever, it doesn't look like we have any damage, so we'll just carry on. Yeah, these hard tires feel painful. And we're gonna dive in from pretty far off. Joe tried to cover us.
Good job, nice overtake. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
It looks like we're getting up to a DRS train in front. Just trying to get forward momentum on Mick here. I have DRS, that's going to make this a lot easier. Engine temperature is getting quite high.
We're trailing our teammate by
I wonder if that's just because
0 seconds.
this track utilizes a lot of engine power. Or if it's reflective of the dirty air we've been sitting in. Fernando's gone. No safety car. Looks like Giovinazzi just pulled it in. Which is unfortunate because it means DRS. That engine's looking pretty good, feeling pretty good. Yeah, the car just tightens up when you're in dirty air. Actually, to terrifying levels. Like, it tightens up really bad. Giovinazzi's getting a helping of DRS as well.
Daniel is coming in for his stop.
Looks like a lot of the front runners are pitting now.
Good pace. You're catching the car in front by a second per lap.
Giovinazzi has attached himself to the DRS train. So now it's up to us to get past it. Ooh, Giovinazzi snaps off. Now let's get in here. Fairly easy overtake. We're going to give Giovinazzi DRS to follow. And there's the rest of the front runners. We need to get really close to Vettel, because we basically have to overcome the DRS train. Curbs. I hate curbs. Let's try this again. The handling that the game gives me sometimes is really wanting. I actually do have a little bit of a pace advantage on slot gaps. I don't really like the way the game basically pushed me into those curbs.
Top 10 now. Keep it up, gap.
Or that the
behind is 1.7 seconds.
car behavior rather pushed me straight into them. Prez is basically on the one stop.
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
I wish they would stop trying to overtake me in non-overtaking zones.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
You want me to go to lap 17? Not sure I like being on the hard tire that long. This race already feels pretty disastrous. DRS trains are the worst because you need perfection to get past.
Okay, clear.
I don't really care for how strong the slipstream effect is. It's kind of ridiculous. The way this is going, though, I'm going to have to tuck
Within 1
into
second of the
Vettel.
car ahead, get ready to use DRS to overtake.
That's kind of a perfect storm. I don't know how that Williams has gotten so strong all of a sudden.
Ricardo ahead. Gap to car in front is 2.2 seconds. They're on old mediums. Their tyres are 4 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. The time last lap was a 1:33.9. We're dropping back by around 4/10 a lap.
There's actually a lot of hard tire runners. A lot of cats one-stopping. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. We're actually closing on Russell quickly. Russell's covering the outside.
Box, box. We're coming in this lap.
He actually did do a decent job defending. We're just too fast.
Okay, gap ahead is 8.4 seconds.
Oh man.
Complete, go
2.6.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
All right, we'll see what we're capable of here.
Daniel is in the pits. Daniel in the pits.
Undercut's been very undermined here. Joe's pitting now, interesting.
Our gap to the car in front is 10.1 seconds.
On the same tires as Tictum, interesting. And they'll be about the same age, so yeah. I probably should let Tictum by. If he gets a run, we're just not going to fight it. Yeah, we'll just let him go. There are some tracks where my AI teammate's gonna have a better shot than I am. Well, now he's holding me up.
We've been informed of an incident which has resulted in lots of loose debris on the track. The safety car is
Interesting.
Okay, slow down, slow down. Your delta is negative, which means you are too fast. Reduce your pace.
Not sure what this means, but we will, probably it means points. And a lot more than we were looking to get before. Pitting now would be race suicide. Now, all these cars previously out on the hard tires are now in trouble. That is what I know.
Let's catch up to the field a bit. We're dropping too far back. Remember that we need to stay within 10 car lengths of the next car. Russell behind. The gap behind us is 0.8 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1 minute 34.6. Daniel is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 0.9 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 2 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:33.7. You're dropping back by around 1.4 seconds.
I see a lot of potential overtakes, including Perez, who I think is still on the hard tire. peek at the race director. Yeah, top 5 are all on hards. I think we might be moving up in the world. Yeah, we're going to undo that because they're not... Usually when you do that, you should be allowed back into your spot. But the game's going to be like, LOL, lost position. They give you like a very small window to repass, but it's never big enough. They need to redesign it. We're only slipping because the tires are getting cold in the first place. It's that constant complaint that he's going too slow in the safety car, basically.
Safety car is in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember there is no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
Yeah, the lead-in is so slow. Both McLarens are ahead of us, unfortunately.
The track is clear. Green flag. Come on, you can win that place back.
Now, it won't be a risk once the field breaks out. Guys, we need to get the heave-ho going here. Back off, Russell. She's our superior grip.
stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now...
Oh wow, there's not a lot of laps left. These guys are spending a lot of time 3 wide. Clears out. We're going to stick to Ocon like glue now. If we can. I think the DRS has just turned on. Not sure how we're going to do this. Take the DRS boost and go up the inside, I guess. So I have 4 more laps to go.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining. Gap to car in front is 1.8 seconds.
The Red Bulls ahead do seem to just about be hanging on. Just kind of discouraging. But it looks like we might be not too far away from this party as well.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, I think we're getting about what we can get out of this race. Holy oversteer. 7th and 8th, I think that's worth like 10 points. This is not a track I would say is our strongest. Yeah, I don't much like lighting up those tires. Yeah.
This is your final lap of the race.
Doesn't look like Tictum's going to do very much, but he's also quicker than we are, so it was the right call to let him by.
The car behind is dropping back by about 0.3 a lap. We have 2 laps of fuel remaining. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
Oh. Ooh. Driver of the day.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows.
Yeah, our win may be an
To
aberration.
achieve this win.
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is new.
Although we are considered one of the fastest teams right now, but
Space behind you, how much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly
we
what
might win a few more, I don't know.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race.
This is a
weekend.
really hard
It's
game.
great to see them up on that podium once again. Let's have a quick look at how the driver standings have changed. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. After an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
I have to give it to Williams. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table.
Could be
Another team that
interesting.
excelled today was Williams, who make further progress up the table. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
That was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours. How do you feel these grid penalties are affecting the sport?
Will not comment.
Why do you think you weren't as quick as your teammate today?
We'll give him credit.
Well, thanks anyway.
Our margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room for some more investment.
Alright, we got 10 days. Facilities. I'm going to do some fabrication upgrades. When will that take effect? 15th of April, which is the next race. So I can wait and then I can add the upgrades in. Yeah. We'll want to do some kick some cash over, I guess.
Okay, we've had the new parts come through the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
All right. Hydraulics. And then bam, bam, bam. I have 2 active, so we can do another chassis upgrade immediately following. We can immediately follow up, I mean, is what I take to mean. We're back to having fastest car going into Imola. I have the highest performance index. And I am fixing to add to that here. Bing bing. We're gonna have a lot of chassis. And it's gonna be good. And I wish we could compare ourselves. Yeah, the performance table like comes up when you have upgrades to do, which is unfortunate. Alright, well, anyway. It's time for us to quit for the day. We'll jump into the next weekend just to peek at the weather. But I will conclude the stream on this note. Thanking you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already done so, feel free to hit the follow button one time. Sub, like, and share if you're on YouTube. Would be much appreciated. And we will see you guys again next time. Till then, have a great one. Guys, later on.